What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Again, I greatly appreciate you guys for showing a lot of support, liking the videos, being subscribed. We just broke 166,000 subscribers. Greatly appreciate the love. We're getting very close to 170. I would love to hit 200K by the end of the year, but I don't think that's possible. So definitely would like to see 175K. That's a nice milestone I would love to see. Possibly hitting that in the next several months. Who knows? But as for some of the highlights in this video, I can now confirm that the Air Jordan 4 White Cement will return in summer 2025. I'm going to go over more on those later on in the video as well. The Air Jordan 12 Flu Game is back for 2025, initially scrapped. They are now set to debut once again. Now in this video, there's more from Jordan Brand and a solid lineup from Nike. And now without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. We're getting a lot of early looks for Nike SB Dunk Low releases for spring 2025. And another pair that we have an early look at is the Nike SB Dunk Low Premium Sequoia. So the images used is a sample. So there is a possibility that some things could change. And this is another pair that pays tribute to the Pro B era. For those that don't know, the Pro B series released before the Nike SB Dunk. And this shoe features a Sequoia and oil green color combination. So going over the pair, the overall build resembles that of the Pro B releases. And across the upper, we have olive suede, while a lighter shade hits the mesh collars. That also covers most of the tongue. And then we have white on the tongue label, back heel, and Nike SB branding on the insoles. A lighter shade of olive covers most of the midsole, and then we have a gum rubber outsole to complete the look. Now, as for a specific release date, unfortunately, we don't have one. However, they are going to release spring 2025, and the retail price will be $125. In this part of the video, I'm going to talk about two upcoming collaborations between Verdy and Nike SB. The first one is the Verdy Nike SB Air Max Ishod, known as Visty. So, for those that don't know, Visty is inspired by his character. Basically, it's a plush character, which was initially unveiled in 2021. And unlike the SB Dunk Low, Ishod's second signature shoe lacks all the furry detailing. But if you like the colorway, this is a good option. And the official colorway is Blue Gaze, Enamel Green, Bicycle Yellow, and Light Arctic Pink. Now, I haven't had the chance to pick up Ishod Ware's second signature shoe. I have his first one, and I like the pair a lot. I use it for cycling. I think it's a dope shoe. But personally, I like the look of his second signature shoe. And before I tell you the release date, the retail price will be $110. But we're going to move on to the Verdy Nike SB Dunk Low Visty. Now, I'll get to the release information in a moment. I'm hearing some different things going around, so I'm pretty sure that the SB Air Max Ishod will also release around the same time. But for the SB Dunk Low, recently we received official photos, so it gives us our best look yet. And initially I reported that the shoes were going to be released in June, more than likely, possibly early July. I heard that initially that they could be released as early as June 21st. However, it looks like the pair might be delayed. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed, but what I'm hearing is that this collaboration is delayed until fall. And the reason for that is that Nike SB wants to debut the Olympic releases, which includes the SB Dunk Low, Safari, Alexis Sablone's collaboration, and possibly the S-Cargo SB Dunk Low, which will be known as City of Cuisine. Now, they want to get these releases out before the collab because the Olympics are coming up. So these potentially could be delayed until September is what I've heard, but that isn't 100% confirmed. It's just what I'm hearing going around. However, once I get more information, I will make sure to let you guys know, like always. But the retail price for the SB Dunk Low is $135. We now have a first look at the Nike SB Dunk Low City of Theater. Some people are calling these City of Cinema, however, they're actually known as City of Theater. And you guys might remember several videos ago, I did a mock-up because there was a sample version going around which basically had like a doo-doo stain on the midsole. That's like the best way I can describe it. And from what I saw, catalog photos, they weren't going to feature that brown streak or stain on the midsole. It was just going to come like this. And this is a first look, which confirms that the mock-up that I had done was correct. So, the shoes feature a celestial gold, black, dark team red, armory navy, and baroque brown color combination. Now, as you can see, the shoes feature like this cracked detailing throughout. Now, it was really hard to have that done on the mock-up. You could see it, but it stands out a lot more on the retail pair, of course. And what I was talking about previously and what you can see in these photos is the insoles. So they do feature curtains like of a theater and then the drama mask below it. The shoes also come with velvet on the tongue as well as on the ankle. And then the overlay on the heel done in blue, that also features velvet, and then we have Nike embroidered. Black then fills in the swoosh logos and runs across the rubber outsole while a white midsole completes the look. I actually like these a lot. I think it's a super clean shoe and definitely like the materials being used here. And as for a specific release date, as of now, we don't have one, but holiday 2024 is when they're expected to drop, which means a release will take place between October and December, and the retail price will be $125. Moving on to Jordan Brand, and we have official photos of the Air Jordan 13 Dune Red. So this gives us our best look yet, and I mentioned this prior to, and probably everyone knows this, but the overall color blocking resembles that of the Ben 23, which was released back in 2010. Now, the color blocking isn't on point, but what definitely won't be on point is the materials used. So the Ben 23 is known for its premium build. This pair will just use Jordan Brand standard materials, so nothing great. Personally, I really like this shoe. I think it's a great option if you're not trying to spend the crazy amount of money on the Ben 23. And really just wanted to show the official photos because more than likely this is going to be the last time I talk about them, unless a release date changes, which I highly doubt. And as of now, they are set to debut on June 25th. The retail price will be $210, and they're going to drop in men's sizing. Although these images are not great by any means, this is a new look at the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Oxidized Green. Now, what these photos do is it gives us a few different angles, and since we're just around the corner for the Air Jordan 4 Oxidized Green to release, might as well share these. Also, for those that don't know, this is a women's exclusive release. And the shoes feature a white, oxidized green, and cell color combination. Now, going over the pair, they feature white leather up top. The same shade covers the tongue and the tongue label, as well as the laces. But from these photos, they decided not to use a metallic green finish like they did on the oxidized green Air Jordan 4. Instead, it appears that we have tumbled leather. It could be the glare of the photo. It kind of looks a little shiny on the heel, but again, it's not that metallic finish that we've seen on the Air Jordan 4. Also, it kind of looks like from one of these photos that the liner will be satin. Now, again, I can't 100% confirm that. It looks a little blurry, but maybe somebody else in the comments can confirm it. Other than that, the same shade of green hits the Nike Air branding on the tongues, and then we have a cell midsole and a gum rubber outsole to complete the look. Now, if you're a fan of this pair, they are scheduled to debut on August 14th in women's sizing, and the retail price will be $140. New images popped up of the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 Low OG home. So for those that don't know, the away pair released back in March, I believe. The home pair was supposed to debut in March, but it never happened. However, a release is supposed to take place this summer, and the inspiration for this pair comes from Michael Jordan's Flair rookie card as well. It features a reverse black toe-like color blocking, and the biggest difference between the home and away pair is the swoosh. So on the away pair, it was done in black. On the home, it's in white. Personally, I probably would rather have the away pair. The only reason why this shoe is going to sell out and it's going to be hyped and probably go for some decent money is the fact that they are limited. So only 1,000 pairs are going to release, and each pair is individually numbered. The actual number of the shoe will be stamped on the liner. So right off the bat, you guys already know these are going to go for some crazy money. So the home and away pair, they're so similar. I'd rather take the away pair. It looks like the away pair resells for more than I expected. It's in the mid 300 range, give or take, depending on the size. I honestly thought it would be much lower, not to take away from the shoes, because I actually think the away pair is better than the home. It's just that since the away pair, more pairs were available, you already know the home is going to be reselling for a lot more. But that's besides the point. If you're interested in grabbing this shoe, they're going to release at Trophy Room sometime this summer, although we don't have a specific release date as of yet. I'll make sure to let you guys know once I find that out. And the retail price will be $140. More photos of the Air Jordan 4 SC Paris Olympics recently popped up, and before I go over the images, the pair shown is actually a grade school pair. So they will release in adult sizing, but for some reason, the grade school pairs are making the rounds. And more importantly though, these photos show how they look on feet. Now, I still don't know the specific ties to why it's all gray to celebrate the Paris Olympics. Probably due to stone buildings or something along those lines. Again, I think something for the Olympics, it should be more colorful. Maybe use the colors of the French flag. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually really like the shoe. I think it's really dope, and I 100% plan on buying them. But I just think for an Olympic shoe, they could have done something a bit more, I guess, colorful or, more obvious. But maybe Jordan Brand will come out with the actual story and then we'll all be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But I like it for the simple fact that they do resemble the KAWS Air Jordan 4, which was released in 2017. The KAWS 4 goes for crazy money. And my size is about 3,500, and I'm not dropping that on a pair of shoes, not right now. And unfortunately, I missed out upon the initial drop. But you know what's messed up? Going back and just getting a little bit off topic, there was a retailer that was pre-selling these, and it's a very well-known retailer, to the highest bidder in a group chat. I actually saw the group chat, and they were backdooring on a level that I haven't seen before. Of course, this was years ago. The retailer got in trouble because they backdoored quite a bit, and they actually got caught up for it. But getting back to this pair, they feature a smoke gray, iron gray, cement gray, and particle gray color combination. Now, it does have a premium look to them. The Jumpman and Flight logo on the tongue is debossed. And then instead of the mesh detailing, it's actually like cut into the leather on the panels in the lower part of the tongue. And then on the heel, we have the Jumpman logo. And it's hard to tell, but the back heel tabs actually look to have like a stone-like finish. I don't know, these are really dope in my opinion, but they're going to drop on July 27th. The retail price in men's sizing is $225, and then grade school sizes will cost $170. Alright, so you might have saw the short I did on this news, but I'm going to talk about it in this video, and this has got to be one of the craziest releases so far as early information goes, and that is the Air Jordan 12 flu game is back on for 2025. So let me run down a little bit of a recap. So you guys might remember that I reported that the Air Jordan 12 flu game is going to return in spring 2025. I reported on that maybe a month or so ago. And then the flu game was scrapped for a pair of shoes known as the Air Jordan 12 Bloodline. Now, a lot of people thought that shoe was inspired or for the wrestler. I don't know a lot about wrestling. And what I can tell you is that the Bloodline nickname actually started back in 2015 on the Air Jordan 29. So I believe it was way before the wrestler started wrestling. Again, I don't know much about wrestling. So we had the Bloodline Air Jordan 12 releasing instead. And the image that I shared was an accurate mock-up of what was releasing. Now, we had a release date, which was January 4th. However, when I talked about that maybe in 1 or 2 videos ago, maybe even 3, I said, don't be surprised if these are scrapped because I'm hearing some things. Basically, I insinuated I did hear that they were scrapped, but I wanted to wait for the final confirmation before officially announcing it. So the other day, I received word from one of my sources that the Bloodline is 100% scrapped, and instead, they're once again going to bring out the Air Jordan 12 flu game. So this is great news. I know some people do like the Air Jordan 12 Bloodline, but I think more people wanted to see the Air Jordan 12 flu game release. So I've been getting a lot of questions because 2025 is like an insane year for Jordan brand releases, and a lot of people are wondering why. So I can't 100% confirm this, but from what I can tell is we know that 2025 will celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Air Jordan 1. However, looking broader, 2025 also celebrates the 40th anniversary when the Air Jordan line started. Yes, it was under Nike. I mean, it's still part of Nike. And that's the only reason that I could think of, and it makes sense that so many nice releases are coming in 2025. So just to give you a rundown on the flu game Air Jordan 12 history, the shoes were originally released in 1997. We saw a retro take place in 2003. There was another retro in 2009, but this pair came with a suede upper, and on the lateral side towards the heel, we have 97, 98 referencing the NBA Finals performance and a sick emoji. That sick emoji is also placed on the lower tongues. And then the last time we saw the shoes debut was in 2016. Now, I think I need to just explain for a moment that the shoes probably shouldn't be called the flu game because Michael Jordan didn't actually have the flu. Well, rumor has it he didn't have the flu, but he actually had a stomach virus. So the Bulls were playing against the Utah Jazz, and they were staying in Park City, Utah. And from what I gathered online, about 10 p.m., Jordan got hungry. Almost all of the local restaurants were closed, but there was one pizza spot that was open. When the pizza showed up, there was 5 delivery guys, which is a bit weird because I know when I usually have a pizza delivered, there's like one person. So they already knew that Jordan was there, or at least someone from the Bulls. Anyways, he ate the whole pizza, and then he would spend the next 20 hours throwing up. Now, don't get me wrong, let me not take away from his performance because a stomach virus is no joke. I've had that before, and the amount of, throwing up and stuff like that, I hope no one's eating. You get dehydrated, so it's definitely not to downplay what he went through and what he achieved. It's just maybe the nickname should be something different, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the flu game is kind of stuck. But anyways, on to the release details. Now, I do know they are returning. However, the season is not confirmed. So initially it was spring 2025. It still could be spring 2025. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they were moved till summer 2025. And the retail price will be $210. Also, more than likely, these will be available in full family sizing, although I haven't received the confirmation just yet. But this is a hyped up release, and a lot of people are going to want to grab them. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you plan on copying the 2025 release? Recently, I talked about the Air Jordan 4 White Cement returning in summer 2025. Now, when I talked about the shoe, I said it was a rumor because I had yet to receive 100% confirmation from my sources. However, I did state that I heard some different things compared to what was circulating online. For example, a lot of people are stating that this is going to be a reimagined pair, but I heard that if they do release, it's not going to be reimagined. Now, I received additional information, so I can confirm this info now. Yes, the Air Jordan 4 White Cement will be returning in summer 2025. Also, they will not be reimagined. The shoes will come closer to the OG build. They won't feature aged detailing, cracked leather, things like that. It's going to be a remastered version, and the brand is going to try to get them the closest to the OG as possible. They have gotten better on the overall shape on a lot of these releases, so this pair is definitely promising. Now, the official colorway for the 2025 release will be Summit White, Fire Red, Tech Gray, and Black. For those that don't know, this shoe has released a total of 4 times, with the 5th coming in 2025. The first time the shoes were released was in 1989 and is one of 4 original colorways. The second time we saw the shoes released was in 1999. That pair is definitely solid as far as the shape goes and materials. However, those and the OG no longer wearable unless you do a sole swap. And the 1999 pair did feature Nike Air branding. Now, in 2012, we saw another release. This time, it featured the Jumpman branding. Now, I own the 2012 release, and the quality, the shape, definitely not that great. but it's a dope colorway, and I'm definitely happy that I picked them up. Now, we last saw the shoes debut in 2016. That pair did feature Nike Air branding. I did pick those up. In my opinion, those are a lot better than the 2012. But I really think the 2025 is probably going to be one of the best retro releases. It'll probably be hard to compete with the 1999 pair, and more than likely, there'll be something that falls short of the 1989, but it'll be close. Now, as for the release information, the shoes are expected to debut summer 2025, which means a release will take place between April and June of 2025. Also, the retail price will be $215, and they are expected to be available in full family sizing. However, I don't have the price breakdown for that just yet. Also, the shoes will come with OG packaging, all that good stuff. And they are expected to be a GR, so there's going to be a ton of pairs available. Now, I can already see people on Instagram and Twitter and other YouTube accounts saying there's going to be 2 million pairs available. That information isn't known, not for a long time. But what I can say is they are expected to be a GR. Does that guarantee you a pair? No, but the chances are much higher. So for me, I'm definitely excited about this shoe. 100% pickup in my opinion. And let me know your thoughts down below. Do you plan on picking these up or passing? Or better yet, let's compare. Would you rather get the Air Jordan 4 White Cement or the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game? I know that's a hard question. For me, I'd probably have to go with the 4s. I'm just loving this colorway. It's a great summer shoe, but again, that's just my opinion. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. One more thing, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Speaking of new videos, I don't think I'm going to do another long form video this week, probably return on Monday. I have my son's birthday party on Saturday, and then his actual birthday is Monday, so I'll record the night before and probably just chill for the rest of the day on Monday with him. But for Friday and Saturday, I do plan on dropping some shorts. Friday's short, if everything goes as planned, it's going to be something new, a new series that I want to start. I had planned on doing that the other day, but I found out about the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game actually returning again, so I put that short to the side and went and recorded about the Air Jordan 12. I needed to get that out. But for this video, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, make sure to leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.